Me and Chantel met one night at Evangeline Downs. She was just at the racetrack. You know, I guess when you see a pretty girl, it catches your eye. I actually went out with one of her friends for like a week, and then that didn't work. And then Chantel's brother said he'd fix me up with her, and he did. And then after that, we fell in love, and that was it. We got married in 1997, and we were married 21 years. We had everything we wanted. She was just my backbone and my support. I'll never forget when she told me she was pregnant. We were sitting on the back porch there, and I think I went into shock for about 15 minutes. I didn't say anything. I wanted a boy so bad. Then after Britland was born, and you know, you love him so much, and after a few years, it's just like, I don't think you can love a little boy as much as you can love a little girl.
Before she was diagnosed, I really think that she was living her dream, you know. She had her daughter, she had her family, she had her husband. I think they had everything that they wanted.
I remember we had chiropractor's appointments, and we were both supposed to go, and she was going to the doctor, and then she called me and said that she wasn't gonna make it, and all of a sudden she started crying. They found out it was stage 1 breast cancer, but I'll never forget that day.
After her diagnosis, we were all really shocked. She's always worked out and did all of the things you're really supposed to do.
You go from never being sick a day in your life to having the words, you have cancer, you have to take chemotherapy. It's like being running into a brick wall.
My first thought was, well, just now, you know, we'll have treatments and chemo, and we'll be a couple years, but everything will be fine.
She comes in, she and her mom, and just the biggest, brightest smile, just very vibrant. And she was like, all right, let's get to this.
So she did all the 12 chemos, and I mean, she was doing great. She still played tennis and did everything, you know, nothing really stopped her except she had lost her hair.
There wasn't many times, even in talking to her, did she sound scared.
She got complications, which a very, very small percentage of people can develop that. And
the races started at 5 o'clock that day at Churchill. And I was turning in the parking lot at Churchill, and they called me back and said she'd made a turn for the worse, that I needed to rush back. And when I got to the hospital, she was just pretty much unconscious, you know, and she went into cardiac arrest, and then she never woke up. It was scary, you know. I think I went into survival mode, just worrying about Britland and everything I needed to do. It was just terrifying. None of us ever thought it would lead to this, you know, being stage 1.
It wasn't supposed to end up like that, you know? I mean, she was very healthy and young, and she was gonna do well. After 28 years of doing this, pediatric oncology and, you know, adult oncology, I've never been able to wrap my mind around why, you know, bad things happen to good people.
So we know that everyone in our community has been impacted in some way by cancer. And we know that the incidence of cancer in the United States is high. We can do something about it. Tonight we are doing something about it, raising awareness, raising dollars, and giving those dollars back to the community so that everyone has an opportunity at living a healthier and more vibrant life. Early detection, screening, and prevention, giving it a name, making it okay to be screened, encouraging people to come forward, and providing the resources that it takes to make that difference. That's how we'll get in front of it. That's how we'll change the face of breast cancer for our community.
I think it's important to raise awareness. I think it's what Chantel would want us to do, to step forward and bring awareness about this disease and try to help other women, you know, just like her.
That's what all of these women represent, bringing together the best in all of us to do something to make a difference in the lives of someone else in our community. And I think that's what her memory stands for, and that's what we celebrate tonight.
She fought hard. In the end, she was supposed to win her battle. She didn't, unfortunately. You can't really take life for granted.
A year ago, this day, you know, we never ever thought that Chantel would be gone. I mean, it teaches you, you never know if tomorrow could be your last day, you know, so hug your loved ones and always say, I love you.